We appreciate you staying with us at 7:30. Jamie Boll has the night off. We begin this next half hour tracking the tropics. So far, it's been an active Atlantic hurricane season. So tonight we're watching Tropical Storm Ernesto as it continues to strengthen. Hey, Rachel, we have some questions for you tonight. When is Ernesto expected to make landfall and where? That's the important question tonight.
Yeah, and there's a couple of answers to that, as eventually this is going to be moving just even within the next few hours over the British Virgin Islands, just clipping to the north there of Puerto Rico. Certainly Puerto Rico going to see impacts from this storm, but that center of circulation is likely going to be cutting just to the north of that, and then eventually reaching Category 1 hurricane strength tomorrow, and then even Category 2 hurricane strength, and that's once this gets curved off towards the north and east, and then a landfall out towards Bermuda is expected by the time that we get towards the weekend as a Category 2 hurricane. And you can see on the side there of that forecast track from the National Hurricane Center, there's your maximum sustained wind potential as that forecast that they're expecting 110 mile per hour sustained winds at one point as this parallels the East Coast. But fortunately, Dedrick, we're not expecting any local impacts here at home outside of some rough surf and dangerous rip currents along the East coastline.
Yeah, 110 miles per hour, that's nothing to play with.
Absolutely. It's
Yeah.
a dangerous storm.
So how has this hurricane season shaped up so far, and what's ahead for us?
Exactly. You know, we are just now starting to get to the point where we're going to be nearing the climatological peak of hurricane season. So here's where we stand so far. You can see all of the names that we've had: Alberto, Beryl, Chris, Debbie, now Ernesto. So we got Francine and Gordon. Those are going to be next up on the list. And remember, the National Hurricane Center's forecasted 17 to 24 named storms with an average of 14. I'll go back to the list. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 so far. So we got plenty of time there to work through 17 to 24 named storms. It's going to be an active season, and 4 to 7 of those could be major hurricanes. And you'll notice as we work our way through time, you've got in the bright red tropical storms and hurricanes, and then hurricanes in burgundy, major hurricanes there at the bottom of your screen, all of which peak in September. And we're now in about mid-August at this point. So the next month, things are really going to start to turn up. So we already have a named storm out there right now. And looking ahead to next week, there's a 20 to 40% chance that we could get a tropical depression strength system or greater out in the Atlantic, coming off the coast of Africa and working its way over the Atlantic Ocean. And then looking a little bit further out from that, so now you're talking about August 27th, getting into September 2nd. And now there's a 20 to 60% chance that there's at least a tropical depression out in the Atlantic. So it's going to get a little bit more active here, and we've got the First Alert Weather Team that's going to be monitoring all of this for you as we do season after season, but certainly this one will be no exception. It's going to be a busy one for sure.
Well, up to 24 storms.
It is possible.
Wow. I'm glad you're on the team. Thank you, Rachel.
Of course.
We'll check back in with you a little later on.
Sounds good.